Yeah. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday. It is July 7th, 2020. Okay, Abby. Right. There you go. It is hot. It is 95 degrees right now. It is a little after 2 in the afternoon. It is very, very warm. So, actually it's 3 o'clock, 3:20. Alright, I'm completely off on my time. So, anyway, very, very warm. It's 95 degrees. Just a very, very hot day. Before we jump into the video, I just wanted to show you the solar real quick today. Where that is at. We have pulled in 6.2 kilowatt hours on this side. We have pulled in 3.1 kilowatt hours for a total of 9.3 kilowatt hours so far on the day. So batteries are in good shape and they're still bringing in decent power. This one's bringing in 1090 watts on this side and almost 600 watts on this side. So yeah, batteries are doing fine. They're bringing in decent power. Even on a hot day. So I'm going to stay over in this area because it is very hot. Anyway, so defunding the police in New York City. We're going to start with that and we're going to go from there. So de Blasio, in his infinite wisdom, has decided to cut the police budget by $1 billion. Not million, billion dollars in New York City. Okay? Over the 4th of July weekend, there was 64 shootings in New York City. Now, I want you to remember something, guys. I've been down, they call it the island down there. When you get into New York City, it's called the island. If you are on the island, it is illegal to have a gun. You are not allowed to have a gun. They're very, very stringent on that. I mean, I don't know if you've seen some of the nonsense that they've pulled on people at the airport. Some guy had a magazine with no bullets in it. The gun was empty, and he ended up being put in jail and have to spend all kinds of money because he was traveling. What, buddy? What? Because he was traveling. You know, that's how ridiculous they are with that. Okay. Criminals, once again, and I've said this before, and I'll just kind of reiterate this: criminals don't care about the gun laws. Chicago, which has the most stringent gun laws in the country, okay? Over the 4th of July weekend, 85 people were shot, 16 were killed. I want you to think about that for a second. It's amazing, that number of people. And it was several children were killed as well. I think a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 14-year-old were also killed over that, freaking bugs, sorry, over that 4th of July weekend. It's ridiculous. And these morons are defunding the police. All right. Again, I don't know what they're thinking. You know, you are basically at this point planning on. I have no idea who that is. They are, you know, these morons are defunding the police. You know, not again, and I've said it before, not all police are bad. Because of, you know, an incident that happened, shouldn't have happened. One human being did something absolutely horrible to another human being. People want to make it about a different matter, which it wasn't. Okay? It was just, you know, it was a bad situation. Unfortunately, it happened the way that it did. And the media used it, and they ran with it, and the protesters used it, and they ran with it as an excuse to pillage and burn and run chaos through these cities. You know, Chicago, Washington, D.C., Rochester, New York. It's absolutely turned into lunacy. And that these liberal, bleeding heart, and I'm sorry I'm going to say it, liberal, bleeding heart mayors, and a lot of times, you know, governors of these states are just letting these people run roughshod. You look in Minneapolis. Now, they let them basically burn that city. They backed off and let them go crazy, okay? And so what is the result of that? Now they're asking for federal funds to rebuild. I'm sorry, folks. You get nothing. If I'm in charge, no, you let it happen to your city. It's your responsibility. You take care of it. Let them live like pigs. You wanna act like an animal, then you live like an animal. And that's not a color thing, guys. Please don't try to make this about color. It's about a mindset. If you want to act a certain way and act a fool, that's what you get. Okay. And again, now like in Rochester, New York, they tried to say they had arrested all these people, and lovely Warren, the mayor of Rochester, tried to put it off. Oh, it's outside agitators. Well, all except for 2 of the people that were arrested were from the city. The other one was from Gates, and the other one was from Greece, which are basically extensions of the city anyway. Those areas are getting worse and worse all the time. More and more people are moving out. But that's one of the reasons why we moved out. The area continued to get worse and worse. We were there for 8 years. I lived in Greece, New York. It continued to disintegrate, get worse and worse and worse, and we got out of there. And best decision, again, I will ever say, one of the best decisions I ever made. Absolutely love where we are now, and it's much, much, much better life. But anyway, defunding the police is not the answer. That is not going to help anything. All that's going to do is help the criminals. So all these idiots are doing, and I'm going to call them idiots, that are all on this, oh, well, we're going to give in to the mob mentality and we're going to defund the police. You're hurting the police departments. You're having these police officers with their hands tied, good police officers, and now they're dealing with more and more and more stupid stuff every day as every day goes on. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. God. And it should not be happening. It should not be happening at all. Okay? I want your feedback, guys. I want to hear what you think about, this defunding the police nonsense that's going on. Now everybody, and again, if you are pro-cop, I am pro-cop. You are a villain. You're part of the problem. Blah 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 blah. You know what? They call it a thin blue line because between chaos and anarchy, that's the police. Okay. And the funniest part about it is, guys, the people that scream the loudest for help when something goes wrong are the ones that hate the police the most. It is amazing. They hate them until they need them, and then when they need them, then it's okay. Ridiculous. The whole situation is absolutely ridiculous, and it should not be allowed to happen. Should not be happening. So I have been gone all day today. I left this morning. I had some things I had to do, which I won't share with you. Again, but I've been very, very busy, and it was for a reason and a good reason. But, it's something that I needed to take care of, so I had to go do some running, and like I said, I was gone all day. So, anyway, it was a smart thing to do. It was a very, very smart thing to do, and I'm glad I did it. And I picked a day, and today was the day. So I left early this morning. And like I said, I just got back a little while ago. But I wanted to talk about this topic of the defunding the police thing. It's insanity. It's not going to lead to any good. The cops are already hamstrung as it is, okay? Right now, the cops can't do anything right. So they're under a microscope. They're being scrutinized for everything that they do, everything that's going on. It's unfair because of the actions of a couple of bad police officers. You judge the entire group of those people because of that. Weren't we told after 9/11, and I want you to think about this because we can put it in this context. After 9/11, and people were obviously very, very upset, we were told not all Muslims are bad, which is absolutely true, right? So why are you lumping all police officers into one category because of the actions of a few individuals? Okay? Again, there's a lot of police officers out throughout this country that do a good job every single day, and they're underappreciated. It's a very, very stressful job, and I don't want to hear all the crap. Well, they sign up for it, they want to do it. Yeah, they do, because they want to protect and serve. Is it some of them is about their egos and their egomaniacs? Of course. I will not contradict that at all. But the thing is, I think a lot of them get into it with good intentions. Okay, I really, truly do. It's just like with nursing, guys. A lot of people get into nursing with the best of intentions. They're going to make a difference. They're going to help. And then, they get out there and they get working in the field and they realize the nonsense that goes on and the BS and the politics and everything else. And it gets very disheartening. And I think it's the same way for the police. And so, like I said, I support the police. I'm going to support them, going to continue to support them if people like it or don't like it. Oh, somebody's backing. Oh, he's got a car and a flatbed. I'm like, what is that freaking noise? So anyway, I would definitely want to hear your take about them defunding the police. De Blasio in New York City, they're cutting the police budget by $1 billion. All that's going to do, in my opinion, is help the criminals, okay? So I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear your feedback on that topic. So I got to show you the chickens are keeping a very, very low profile. So this is actually kind of cute over here. I'm going to show you. So the new babies have been hanging out a lot with Foghorn Leghorn. So right now you got 5 of them out here with them, and the other one's inside, and he's out here with them. So they're just kind of hanging out outside here. So they're doing good. But yeah, he's hanging out with the babies, which I think is kind of cute. So they're keeping a very low profile. It's very, very hot for the birds. I have to check again a little bit later and see where the egg count is at and see where we're at with that. But very warm day. That's another reason why I picked today to go do this errand that I needed to do. And so it was a good day for it. A lot of driving, but well worth it. So anyway, remember guys, again, I want to hear your feedback. I will be live streaming tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, and so please join me then. Again, if you like the video, please like, comment, and share. Make sure you subscribe if you are not subscribed to the channel as well. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well, and I appreciate that and thank you. Remember, we are all in this together. That is really important to remember. Crazy times are upon us. A lot of crazy actions of what people are doing. We just need to be smart. Now is the time to be smart, and so I think we should all try to focus on trying to do that. Remember also, hug and kiss the ones you love and that you care about. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Also remember guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that is going to stop you from getting there is you. This time of year, the bugs are horrible. Just I'm letting you know, the bugs are absolutely horrible this time of year. So anyway, stay focused, stay away from negativity, and you will be fine. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now. And again, it's 95 degrees out right now.